Hey Radiant Souls, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome for the first time. My name's Heather. I am absolutely delighted that you're here. It's time for the July energy forecast, and I just finished the channeling with my team of guides, which I will share with you here in a minute. It is about focus, and maybe like me, you would think when the theme is focus, it means get on it, do more, focus more, narrow your focus. And they went in the opposite direction. So it's kind of interesting to hear how the collective energetics coming up for the month of July are supporting more of an expanded focus, less of the dial in the precision, more of the be present in this space and allow more space to come in. So I'll share the channeling with them now so you can see that. And I'll be back at the end to share the art for the month and a couple of other notes that I want to share. So enjoy the channeling. Hello, bright and beautiful beings. For the month of July and the weeks surrounding it, we would invite you to consider the topic of focus. And many of you will hear this and think, I am being asked to sharpen my focus, to make it more laser-like, to improve my focus. And we would actually suggest the opposite in many cases, for it is a time to dissipate your focus a bit. That does not mean you dial out of life and you quit trying and achieving and stop having ambition. What we mean by this is in many of your energetic fields right now, there is a sharpness of the focus. And it is in the collective energy in the next few weeks going to be amplified in ways that perhaps are unpleasant for you, in the way that you would receive it energetically, emotionally, mentally, even physically. Because it's as if the energy around you right now is this closed room and things are bouncing off of it very quickly. So in what way can you soften your focus? In what way can you broaden your focus about any particular topic? Maybe it is your own thoughts about yourself. Maybe it is your own emotional landscape. Maybe it is the way in which you view the world. How can you catch your sharp focus when it comes up and relent and pull back and soften? Because that softening is allowing, if you imagine this interlacing web of existence, the quantum field, your softened focus allows that weave of that fabric to be a little more broad and for more to come in, more information, more light, more opportunity. When you are so tightly focused, you are pulling all of those threads very tightly and things are bouncing off. So many of you are not feeling, connecting with, or seeing the opportunities that are available for you. You are not seeing, feeling, or connecting to alternative realities. You are not seeing, feeling, and connecting to your guides, your intuition, because you have this tight net of expectation of focus. And there are times where that is appropriate and you can apply that with much benefit. But for the next few weeks, we are saying focus on the softness, focus on the expansion. Do not focus on the tiny minutia. Do not focus on the one way that something needs to go. Focus on the broad perspective. Focus on the possibility. If you were to imagine a camera lens following you around as if you were the star of your own reality show, what would it be focusing on? What do you think throughout the day? Let's choose a topic that is relevant to many of you. Abundance. Some of you feel you do not have enough. Some of you are looking to have more. Some of you are in a relationship where you are redefining what that means to you. So imagine you have the camera following you around as you are thinking, oh, there's not enough, or oh, it is wrong. Oh, it isn't coming in. Oh, I am blocking it. How am I blocking it? Why am I blocking it? Why is she blocking it on my behalf? Why does he have more of it? All of that focus is very narrow on that topic. And with a camera following you around, it's being broadcast to, if in this analogy, it's being broadcast out to an audience that is also witnessing that. Oh, she feels lack. She feels it's not available. She feels things are closed off for her. And so the focus that you have applied has now been amplified. And that many other energetic imprints of it are out there in the world, which makes it harder to find the possibility, makes that weave of information really tight. There are always opportunities available. We're speaking specifically about your potential to connect to them and magnetize them to you. And so when we are looking at focus, mainly we would like for you to soften your focus, not take the month off from achieving, but have more of the feminine energy of focus in that, yes, we can consider many different things. There is a bit of a joke in your planet at this time about women being able to have multiple tabs open in the metaphorical internet browser of their existence. That is fine. Have those things open, but allow yourself a soft investment of energy in them. Do not narrow down that focus. And with that, you can feel things start to shift. You can feel new ideas start to come in. Many of you have spent a few weeks feeling a little bit blocked energetically and a little bit dampened down creatively. That is not only you and your focus and your relationship with energy, but it is the collective at this time is very chaotically noisy and dense in a way that we haven't yet seen in this year on your time. And it is in some ways a pivot point for what is to come toward the end of the year, where things do open up and soften, but you need to plant that energy first for yourself. So in what way can you soften the way that you think about your future, the way that you think about yourself, the way that you consider your chores or tasks for the day? Again, not doing things, but doing things with a softer intensity. Imagine more of a fluid dance with the entire day, start to finish. Some of you may also benefit from having a theme for a day that you continue to come back to as your focus, as your focal point, to remind you, today I am focusing on joy. Today I am focusing on love. And where throughout the day can you find that specifically? And this exercise works best when it is a high frequency thing that you are seeking in your focus. Many of you are very good at saying, where can I find anger? Where can I find frustration? Oh, look, it's all around. So if you're shifting that focus up the frequency to say, where can I find love? Where can I find joy? Where can I find gratitude? And act as if you are on a fact-finding mission for it. There it is. That person across the street just laughed when they read their text message. That is joy. That is love. That is connection. Find those examples, focus there, and allow the churning of your own thoughts, the planning that you do to soften a little bit. And that will begin to loosen that weave for you. We would also mention that for those of you who connect in with the angelic realm specifically, that realm is a little bit closer in its presence or in its orbit to you for the next few weeks. So connecting into your angelic guides, connecting into the angels in general, and starting your relationship or deepening your relationship with them will be very beneficial at this time. And they are working to help all of your planet with this idea of focus, with the idea of softening. If you think of angels, they are flowy, they are soft, they have a frequency of space, not intensity. When they need to concentrate their energy to achieve something, they can do it, they can focus, but they don't stay in that focused state. They stay very expanded, very upwardly mobile, we will say, with their energy. So allow yourself to consider that as well. In what way can I connect to the angelic realm? In what way can I ask the angels for assistance and allow them to be fully present in my life throughout the next few weeks and document that? How are they showing up? Did I feel them? Did I witness a miracle? Did I see angel numbers? Did I sense that my own energy was connecting to angels? I may not have an answer as to why or who or the specifics, and that's okay because I don't need to lock in my focus, but I just need to receive some of that. Allow yourself the expansion. Allow yourself to choose the focus on the higher realms, the higher frequencies. Plug into that. And with that, you are loosening the weave, allowing more possibilities to come in to your time-space reality at this time. And we look forward to hearing, seeing, witnessing all the light that you are able to anchor in the next few weeks. Be blessed, dearest friends. So I will share the art for the month that came through, and it's pretty interesting to me. This looks like it is that interplay of intensity and relenting. And what was interesting to me when I went back to look at the art after doing the channeling, they were talking about the weave of reality and thinking of like the fabric of existence. And when we are super focused, it's all really tight and taut. When it is a softer focus, that gets loose, which allows more possibility in. And there's like a couple of bows in this art where it's like things are being tied and knotted off or untied, depending on the way in which we're focusing. So I see some of that here. I'm looking at the card, by the way, from my Radiant Way Oracle deck. And if you're interested, I'll put a link in that below. Or if you would like to receive a 5x7 print on fine art paper of this, you can join my monthly art club where I send that out at the start of the month, and it just comes to you, and I'm getting some really great feedback. If you're a print club member and you want to leave some feedback so someone else watching this video can see what it's like to receive that, please do. We'd love to have your comments there. The other thing I see in this art is there's a lot of this lilac, purple, soft indigo color at the top. And that feels like we're being, I don't want to say reprogrammed. That's a really strong word for that. We're allowing new levels of information and new levels of connection to come through at this time collectively. So I think when we're softening our focus and we're able to, for lack of a better way to say it, be a little more chill about whatever is on our plate right now, whatever we're chasing after, just dialing it down a bit, taking a step back, then we're opening things up, and there is a tremendous amount of energy coming throughout July and August and even into the end of the year from these beautiful high frequencies. But the way the team was showing me is it's almost like they are coalescing and coming together, these frequencies. But because that net is so tight, that weave, if you will, of reality and the way that we're perceiving things, we're not able to connect in. So I want us to all be able to witness these beautiful, soft frequencies. Yes, the angelic realm, also our galactic and cosmic friends coming through, coming closer in a sense. I know it's not really geographic or a physical distance, but being more accessible. That is, we're really coming into a big uptick in that as we go through the end of the year. So this is kind of the work that we need to do for the next few weeks. Where do I find myself leaning too forward in my focus? How can I step back, not give up on something, but just relent a little bit, go with the flow a little bit more, be fluid. And then they also mentioned the angelic realm. And to me, these the sets of 3 lines can look like angel wings as well. There's some other wing related aspects in here. So anyway, focus is the theme of the month. The animal spirit that came through, or the totem animal that feels representational for connecting into this energy, for those that like to connect in that way, is the hawk. High perspective, yes. Focus when it's needed, yes. But they are watching such a broader geographic location in order to find the thing that they need. So, and by the thing that I mean like the mouse or whatever it is that they're going to swoop down and eat. But they are looking from such a larger perspective. And I think that to me feels like that expansion of focus. Apply it when it's needed, but come back out of that intensity and have that be the state that you reside in more frequently. An affirmation we can use to help us navigate this energy for the month is, it is safe for me to adjust my focus as needed and allow the support of infinite possibility to come into my life. It is safe for me to adjust my focus as needed and allow infinite possibility to support me in my life. So that's it. What else do I have? Any housekeeping notes? We mentioned the Oracle deck. I think that's all for right now. I'd love to hear how you all are doing this week, this month. So leave me a comment below, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks for spending some time with us today. Take care. Bye.